gentlemen, the following presentation is brought to you by Mr. Main Event Brian Waters and the real Dwayne Alley. The Wrestling Wrealm, the show for the intelligent wrestling fans. Off the top rope, I dwell in the wrestling realm. Like Jake stay in the snake pit and Kane be in hell. Like Jacob stay in the graveyard, I'm Punk in the shy. Call me Snooker cause I'm super and fly. You can hate all you want, but I'm flossing. The Miz said I'm awesome, and I'm upholding the law just like the big boss man. With Mr. Main Event Brian Waters, the real Dwayne Allen. Toss you over the border like Hernandez, Mandez, pressing the stands. It's the show for the intelligent wrestling fans. Hitman like Hawk, but I'm not from Calgary. I'm all about the bill, so let that gold shower me, empower me like Farouk and the nation. If you don't know your history, then you should change the station. But if you do, you can cruise to YouTube / the wrestling realm. Your lessons are stale. Say the same old lines, man, you destined to fail. Like the Shockmaster or the wrestler Nails. I'm a heartbreak kid, and my bid to be champion is unmatched. Anybody step, I'm face planting them. With Mr. Main Event and the real Dwayne, you the sisters of love, we the powers of pain. You see we coming with a spear while you're monkey flipping. It's Brian Waters, Dwayne Allen, and your boy Trenton. And that's just how the story goes. That's just how the story goes. It's the wrestling realm, baby. The Wrestling Wrealm. Mr. Main Event Brian Waters, the real Dwayne Allen. And I'm your boy Trent CMG. You know what it is, baby. Let's go.
So now, what do you think about? Michael Bennett. Now I listened to Ringside Report. Shouts out to Lex and Lee, my boy Lee Champion. They were saying that, you know, they didn't seem like they were fans of his. They were saying that basically, you know, he's more of a WWE type guy. Do you think, like, I mean, obviously we know as the real Dwayne Allen, and shouts out to my boy Shark from Shark Attack, which you can find on Blog Talk Radio every Tuesday night at 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. He was saying that, like, he's up and coming. They would say he's up and coming, and him having Maria, who you had the honor of seeing up close and personal, him having her takes him from here to here.
But see, but my thing is, she is his gimmick, and she is what sells him.
Okay.
You know, and the thing about it is, if you take her out of it, what do you have?
So you're not really impressed with his in-ring skills?
But I'm just saying, really, if you think about it, if you take her away, he comes to the ring without her, he wrestles without her, what do you have?
He's just, I mean, he's a good wrestler.
Yeah, I'm not taking away. I look
at
him like, I put him, and there's nothing wrong with it, I put him in the same category of, let's say, somebody like Adam Cole. Adam Cole will be great at what he does. He's outstanding. He wrestles. It's just something is missing. Like, he doesn't really connect with the fans. The only way that he's connected is because he has Maria with him.
Okay.
You
don't think Adam Cole connects with the fans?
I just don't feel like, you know.
Did you see what happens? I mean,
yeah, we don't want to spoil it, but I'm saying, think about all this stuff.
It's already out there.
Yeah, everybody knows.
So Adam Cole is your new Ring of Honor TV champion. I mean, it's out there.
But look what he had to do to get the crowd to pop. Like, so many of Adam Cole matches, when you watch them, you know they're good. They're good wrestling. They're everything good. But it's like the crowd didn't react when he did something.
He's definitely a better heel in CZW with Mia Yim by his side.
Oh yeah, but see, yet again, take her away. What do you have?
Well, let's take it back to RCW. I thought he played a great heel when he was the Cruiserweight champion.
Was it a believable heel with the shades?
He was more of a what's that guy's name? I'm gonna take it back. He was a Rick Martel. The model Rick Martel. That's what he reminded me of. But now that he's face and he's taking off the shades, he doesn't remind me of that anymore. Does he have a place to go? Yeah. Is he? He still has a lot more to go far as his connection with the fans. But in a company that's wrestling, he's been putting on great wrestling matches.
And on us, think about Red Titus.
Red Titus.
singles competitor.
Addicted to Love.
Addicted to Love. The first time you saw him in MCW, you were like, oh, but wait a minute, this guy can actually wrestle. Mm-hmm. Like you had to take his gimmick away and say, wow, this guy actually can wrestle.
Right.
Think about him in RCW. A little bit less calm. He's a little bit more calm. Still addicted to love. Red tights, groping the ropes and everything. And then when you saw him in the ring, you're like, this guy can actually wrestle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He had the gimmick that made you say, oh, him. But then when he got in the ring, you're like, damn, that's kind of good. Still a heel. Still captivated the audience. Still did some things. Mm-hmm. But, Adam Cole, he comes into, he just comes in, he wrestles a good match, and then it's like, oh, okay, do you remember any of his matches?
Now, let me ask you this now. In the indie scene, should they always, obviously wrestling should connect with the fans somehow, because, they still got to make their money, still want to sell the t-shirts. How much do you have to connect with the crowd? Like, what should be your approach to connecting with the crowd? Obviously, in the WWE, it's through your promos. But we're not seeing promos from every wrestler. We're not seeing vignettes because we're at the shows. How much do you connect with the crowd when you're in a ROH or when you're in a Maryland Championship Wrestling?
I think it's more about what you've done outside of that.
Okay. Now, what did you think about D-Line of that? Did you get a chance to watch that match?
They're a tag team from, I can't remember where exactly.
Right from the D.C., Virginia area.
I've never really watched that match, to be honest with you.
They beat the Briscoes for the first state championship tag titles.
Yes, but where was that division at?
Delaware.
Okay. And whose federation was that?
We gotta go there.
Okay. So that's my point.
But the match. Let's just talk about that match. We ain't gonna talk. We can't. This the promotion.
But you gotta be honest with yourself. If it would have been any other tag team, it wouldn't have went over the well it did. The Briscoes are kind of like,
right?
They are Christian of the tag team division. They will put you over. Look what they did. They helped boost the career of the Portals. Mm-hmm. If you really think about it, they really helped boost the career of the Portals in Maryland. Mm-hmm. The Portals were over everywhere else, and then when they came to RCW, it was like, who's these little guys? Yeah. And you got somebody, and I'm just saying, this big versus somebody this big,
right?
And they helped put them over. So you can. I'm not taking anything away from D-Line.
I know.
You know what I mean? It's just that I don't know enough about them to actually build on them. But when you say anybody with the Briscoes, it's like, okay. It doesn't matter, win, lose, or draw. It's still the Briscoes. They're still great.
And I understand that, but just sitting there looking at that match and then finally getting to see them live the other night. Because I've read a lot of reports from the first time they were here, and people were really dissing them online. They was like, they was like, yeah, these guys, and then clearly whoever was doing the dissing probably wasn't somebody from Maryland, because the first thing they said was, yeah, they must be hometown heroes because they got a lot of pop. But this time the crowd seemed to connect better with as far as the crowd connected with them, but the crowd actually seemed to enjoy the actual match. They connect well with the crowd here for obvious reasons. I'm excited to see what they do down the line. Mm-hmm. I had an opportunity to talk to them. They said that a lot of things were good, good feedback. So it's gonna be interesting to see where they go from here.
And it's always nice to see tag team wrestling because we don't get to see it on TV.
Exactly, like you said, just to be able to show what Maryland can do, what this area can do, far as wrestling is concerned. Pretty sure we're going to see some of the people from RCW. We had the MCW and RCW in
Like you'll get to see the Hellcats. You'll get to see Pretty Ugly. You'll get to see these tag teams that
the MCW champion was in the match before. I can't pronounce his name. Excuse me.
It's hard to pronounce.
I
always wait till the ring announcer says it like, okay, that's how you say it.
Exactly.
But the thing I'm saying is they wrestled DMV wrestlers.
To the best around.
They wrestled you wrestle for ACW, MCW, DMV, RCW, you name it here.
EWF.
EWA. And the thing is, you're going to see different tag teams because we don't get to see them on TV.
No, but seriously, what happened to the best around?
So what I'm saying is, when you get to see different wrestlers and other entities,
they had Pink and Black.
When you get to see other wrestlers, you get to see them in other entities, and that's what's good. So I'm looking forward to see more of D-Line because they have the look, they have the moves. It's just a matter of, come on, we need to see some more. We need to see some more of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
okay. But what happened to the best around?
I don't know. I'll do some research and find out for you, Brian.
I was just wondering, you know, you've always followed.
It's a lot of indie tag teams that disappeared, like the SATs, you know, the Best Around, you know. It's some other ones that, you know, just you saw them and you're like, okay.
Do you see Fed Up ending up on ROH pretty soon? Another local team.
I need to see some. Personally, I would just like to see more matches of them and more matches of them other than just MCW. Does that make sense? Like, I would like to see more of them. Like, it's a lot of great tag teams.
Because you travel up and down the East Coast catching wrestling. That is why he is the independent
correspondent. One person I will have to say, and it's a singles competitor, I want to switch back to the singles, that I urge all wrestling fans to check out is Greg Excellence. Okay. Greg Excellence is a bigger guy.
Definitely.
But he's a big guy who wrestles like a cruiserweight, who moves like a heavyweight, who entertains you the whole time. Greg Excellence.
Did you see the ladder match between him and Mia Yim? Yes, I did say a ladder match between Greg Excellence and Mia Yim.
And that goes to show you when people are friends outside of the ring or good, you see certain things. Like, you'll notice if you really watch certain wrestlers, the person, if I'm suplexing Brian, I'm going to take most of the impact to make sure that he's protected. You know, or if I'm taking like he's jumping off of it, I'm going to catch him more than just let him just fall over me. And that's where you get to see a lot of things. So, yes, encourage everybody to YouTube.
Because she told me she was not going to do that moonsault here in the States. And because she said she was only going to leave it in Japan.
And if you watch it, go to YouTube. And please, YouTube, Greg Excellence versus Mia Yim. That match will have you saying, is this really happening? Wait a minute. Is this really happening? Is this the Heat? It was up. That match was good.
Let's show them some footage. Did you see that?
I said it. But anyway, and I would encourage all wrestling.
You think Kelly would take that bump?
No, definitely not. The only other woman that could do that,
Mae Young.
No, Vista.
Oh,
Vista is a great women's wrestler, and if you go to YouTube and watch her and Chris Sabin, she was actually, I think she was the Iron Man champion in CZW, the only woman.
No, not Chris Sabin. It was Sabian.
Why do I keep saying Chris Sabin? I'm sorry. Black G's. Black G's versus Vista. I watched that match in person, and all I kept saying I remember riding up there, and Ruckus came out the back, was like, they want me to fight Vista. He was like, I'm not fucking fighting her. Excuse my language. He was just like, I'm not fighting her. And it was funny. And so he was like, I'll do it. And Black G's had the match with her, and the whole crowd was like, holy, the whole time. Well, that's all I have to say about that match, but just watch it and you'll see. So.
I say, yeah, I rock, yeah, I steal, yeah, I put your body.